So lately it seems like any stock that's performing a stock split is a reason to go all in to make a quick buck. And although it's not a good reason to invest, actually it's more like gambling, because you're betting that the stock will go higher based on a stock split and hype, which has nothing to do with the actual business, the fundamentals, and buy and hold long term. I mean, Amazon and Google are great examples of that. They announced stock splits 3-4 months ago and the stock is down. But nonetheless, it's really exciting when companies announce a stock split, and really exciting when it's coming from Apple or Tesla. Yeah, those two companies take the cake. But historically, looking at the post-stock split, the stock pretty much loses the hype and goes back to normal. So all in all, it's a good short-term trade, and that's only if you're lucky. Like again, Amazon and Google. Hey guys, I'm Curious Pejjy, and I'm a very curious person. I'm curious to know, and you guys are too to a level, which stocks are gonna be splitting next. Who's next, pretty much? Now, we know that Tesla is doing a stock split in August, September, around there, 3-for-1 split. I'm not gonna be mentioning that in this video because we already know. The companies I'm gonna mention today are companies that didn't announce any stock split, and overall, we don't know if they are actually gonna do it or not. This is my prediction and my prediction only. But I do have solid data behind them on why they could do a stock split and potentially even when. So yes, it's gonna be an interesting video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Go. So before we get into the companies that I predict will do a stock split in the near future, let's talk about the pros of a stock split, because there are some. Pro number one, companies genuinely do a stock split to make the stock easier to buy, not cheaper. That's important. Pro number two, companies split their stock because they believe in the long term, right? This is a long-term game. The stock price is going to be higher. So it's a good sign. And pro number three, they want to make the stock easier to buy, to purchase for their employees. This is extremely important because making the employees kind of the owners of the business, or making them feel like they're part of the business, boosts their morale and their work ethic. So it's very important to have that as well. Now let's talk about the cons of a stock split. Oh wait, there is none. Overall, a stock split is generally a good long-term sign that the company is going to perform well and grow well over time. So it's a good sign. Now, let's start off with the first company. And the first company I believe they're going to do a stock split in the near future, maybe in the next couple of years or so, is Chipotle. We all know Chipotle. I love Chipotle. You probably love Chipotle. Who doesn't love Chipotle, man? But diving into their history, they've never done a stock split. Like, they've never done it. But I'm sure as we all see what's happening in the stocks world, everyone is doing a stock split. Chipotle will probably follow the same path as well. I mean, it kind of shows. I mean, the price is extremely high, like $1,400 per share. Like, that's absolutely crazy. So that's why I say stock split is very likely with Chipotle. Now, the fundamentals of Chipotle is absolutely strong. They're a great business. They're growing very nicely. Revenue and profits are going very nicely. And all the time that there was FUD about Chipotle, they pulled through very nice and strongly. Some of the FUD, if you guys remember, was like the E. coli in their chicken or in their beef and some other things that were similar, but they pulled through and now they're stronger than ever. Chipotle is being popped everywhere, man. They're growing very nicely. Everyone loves their product. Absolutely delicious. Man, I want some Chipotle right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. Bruh. But they got lots of room to grow. If I was diversifying in my stock portfolio, Chipotle, I'll be the first to buy Chipotle. Such a great stock to buy, but I'm not diversified. I'm going all in into Tesla. If you guys have followed me, you already know. But Chipotle is a great long-term hold as well. And I love the business, and I love the brand, I love everything about it. Now, what kind of stock split could they be doing? Now, in my opinion, and in my opinion alone, minimum 10-for-1. But they could most likely be doing 20-for-1 to follow Google, Amazon, and all those other big companies that are doing 20-for-1s. But they could also do 10-for-1, 20-for-1, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they might do 15-for-1 or 12-for-1. I don't know. But most likely it's in the high ranges. In the duration times, I think 1 to 2 years time, they will most likely do a stock split. I mean, it's kind of being due for it, man. Look at the damn price, $1,300 per share. Jesus Christ. Come on, Chipotle. Make that stock split happen. The second stock that I believe is going to do a stock split extremely soon is Costco. Now, Costco has done stock splits before in the past. One in 1993 for a 2-for-1 split at $36 per share, and 2000, 2-for-1 split again at $74 per share. Price today is $500 per share. So it's been 22 years, almost 23 years now that they haven't done a stock split. And Costco is a strong fundamentally company, man. I mean, good luck competing with Costco. It's here for the long term, great long term hold. And it's time for a stock split. Most likely, in my opinion, I think a 10-for-1 will be the max they would do, because if you look at their previous stock splits, they've done it in the 36 and 74. So they don't mind seeing the stock price being below 100. But if they want to keep the stock price more of a premium, you know what I mean? 5 for 1 should be more realistic. And I will give this around 1 to 3 years time. I mean, great business, performs well in recession and other market cycles really. I mean, Costco is like, works in every market sections, man, every market cycles. It's an essential. So, I mean, they do well in every single market cycles, man. They're strong and they're also going very nicely. So stock split, I can definitely see that coming up shortly. The third stock here, and you guys are gonna be happy about this because some of you guys do follow me because of this stock, is Nvidia. Now, Nvidia already did a 4 for 1 stock split back in 2021. And Nvidia, man, Nvidia is a strong fundamented company. I mean, they have strong sales, strong profits, and they have lots of room to grow, man. I mean, these guys are gonna do well in the next 5-10 years. If you guys are a long-term hold of Nvidia, they're gonna do extremely well in the next 5 to 10 years. Check out my stock price update for Nvidia. I made a video about it already and I made an update for it too. So check it out if you guys wanna see what the stock price will be by end of this decade. But Nvidia is one of those companies and stocks that will do multiple stock splits from now till 2030 because they're a very high capped stock. I mean, look at the market cap right now, almost $500 billion. That's just absolutely crazy. For sure, Nvidia one day will hit the 1 trillion mark. They're just doing fantastic. They're going really fast. And all those years of hard work, 10, 20 years ago, we're seeing the fruit now. But when can we expect Nvidia to announce another stock split? Well, the last time they did a stock split, the price was around $700 per share. In my opinion, I believe the stock should be $500 or over for Nvidia to consider any stock splits. And if that happens, I believe at least a 5 for 1 is a possibility. And I would give this a 2-year frame. Watch, in 2 years, or maybe maximum 3 years, you'll see Nvidia announcing another stock split. Mark my words. The fourth stock that I believe are going to do a stock split soon in the near future is Booking.com. Booking.com is pretty much a travel agency company, online obviously. You can rent cars, you can rent stays, you can book trips, you can do all that in just one site. And as we all know, the pandemic is coming to an end. We hope at least, we hope it comes to an end, but it seems like everyone believes it now it's going to an end. We have to live with this stupid virus. Everyone's going back to travels. Countries are loosening up restrictions, so we see a big boom coming in the travel industry. I mean, if we just look at bookings 2018, 2019, just look at the profits on that, absolutely crazy. And what's even crazier about Booking.com is that they've never performed a stock split before, like never. And their stock price is over $2,000 per share. So it's due for one. I think it's due for one soon because they're going to do well this year. 2022 is going to be a good year for Booking.com and for many years to come. So I believe in the next 2 to 3 years, they can do a minimum 10 for 1 and as maximum as 20 for 1. Maybe 2 to 3 years is a bit too long, maybe in next year or so or in 2 years, but my prediction is 2 to 3 years, maximum of 20 for 1 and the lowest of 10 for 1. Mark my words. The fifth company here, and it's one that's not really talked about because it is a boring business, but a very profitable business at the moment at least, is AutoZone. AutoZone is an aftermarket parts and accessories for vehicles. This one is a very good, fundamented, strong company, and they have done stock splits in the past. 2 to be exact. One in 1992, 2 for 1 at $30 per share, and once in 1994, again 2 for 1 at $48 per share. Price today is over $2,000 per share. Like, bruh, it's due for a stock split, man. It's due for a stock split, and that's what some of the articles believe too. And they may also follow Amazon and Google's path for a 20 for 1. In my opinion, I think these guys should do it sooner the better, man. In the next year or two, they should probably announce it, but when we're in a bull market, because it seems like stock splits perform a whole lot better in a bull market than a bear market, as we just witnessed with Amazon and Google. But honestly, man, AutoZone is such a strong company, and for the decades to come, it will continue to grow strong, profits high, and revenue high. And last but not least, the final company that I believe will do a stock split in the near future, well, maybe the near future or so, is Apple. Did you guys know that if Apple never performed any stock split, the price today would be over $32,000, actually closer to $33,000. Here's the exact amount. It's absolutely crazy. Up to date, Apple has performed 5 stock splits. I mean, I don't think any other company that's alive today has done that many stock splits. But that means most likely in the coming future, there's going to be a 6th one too. But the question is, when? Well, first of all, Apple is a beast of a company, man. Those who say that they're gonna go bankrupt in the next 5 years or so, no, they're not. They're here for decades and decades to come. What company do you know today they make $60 billion in net income per quarter? There's none. Soon to be Tesla though, but there's none. There's really none other company today alive now that they do 60 billion in a quarter. in pure profit. It's just none. That's why Apple is the most valued company, man. Valuing almost $2.5 trillion. Mind you, it did reach $3 trillion earlier this year or late 2021. But yeah, Apple is a beast. You don't want to mess with Apple, man. And you darn know they're going to continue to grow. Check my forecast here, the next 10 years, 5 years, up until 2030, of what the stock price will be. But yeah, they're going to continue to grow, but more of a stable way. But moving up in that nice and slow steady is a problem when it comes to a stock split because, well, if we look at the past history, the last time they did a stock split was when the stock was at $500 per share. Now, assuming that they'll do another stock split when the price reaches $500 per share, that means the valuation needs to be at $8 trillion. And again, based on my 10-year forecast on Apple stock, that's $8 trillion is what I had end of this decade. So most likely, I don't think Apple is going to stay till end of this decade to do another stock split. Most likely, they'll wait for the stock price to be in the 400 ranges, maybe in the mid 300s. Then they'll announce another stock split, maybe 3 for 1, 4 for 1 again, or maybe 5 for 1. But most likely, I think this will happen in the next 3 to 4, even 5 years. We just gotta wait and see. But for sure, 100% Apple will do a stock split. No doubt about that. So these 6 companies, I heavily believe will do a stock split in the near future. Now, as a Tesla bull as myself, I am all in on Tesla. Why didn't I mention Tesla? Well, again, Tesla is doing a stock split in August, a 3 for 1. And we know that Tesla's going to continue doing stock splits as we go forward. Maybe every 2 years, every 3 years, they'll announce another stock split. In this video, I just covered companies that we don't know they will do a stock split. They didn't announce for a stock split, so what I'm doing is I'm calling them out before they announce it. But that's why I say, mark my words. But let me know, guys, in the comment below if you guys agree with these stocks. And if I missed any by any chance that you guys believe will do a stock split in the next 2 to 3 years, comment it below because I'm curious to know. But if you're curious to know what companies you guys should buy now, because everything is on sale, like literally everything is on sale, to hold for the next 5 to 10 years, check out these 10 stocks that I believe are great buy right now. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.